High on a hill stood a small tree. It was not tall like the others in the forest. Its leaves were soft and bright, and in springtime, tiny pink blossoms danced in the wind. One sunny morning, a little cloud floated over the hill. She was the smallest cloud in the whole sky. "Hello," she called to the tree. "Why are you standing all alone?" The tree swayed gently. "I grew here because I wanted to see the sunrise. But sometimes it feels a bit lonely." The little cloud smiled. "Then I will visit you every day." From that morning on, the cloud and the tree talked about the sky, the birds, and the changing seasons. But one day, the cloud noticed something strange far away, a big, dark shadow moving quickly across the land. The little cloud floated a bit higher to see better. The shadow was not from another cloud, it was too dark, too heavy. "What is it?" the tree asked, his leaves rustling in the wind. "I'm not sure," said the little cloud. "But it's coming this way." As the shadow moved closer, they heard a soft rumble. It sounded like faraway drums. The birds in the sky began to fly faster, heading for the forest. The little cloud felt a tiny shiver. "Maybe it's a storm," she whispered. The tree thought for a moment. "If it is, you can hide behind me." The cloud giggled. "You're smaller than me." Still, it was a kind offer. The cloud drifted lower, feeling safer near her friend. The shadow was almost at the hill now, and suddenly, something bright and golden flashed inside it. The little cloud squinted. The golden light flickered again, like the wink of a star, but it was daytime. What could shine like that? She wondered aloud. The shadow crept over the meadow, and the golden light grew brighter. Then, out of the darkness, a small figure appeared. It was a fox, its fur glowing in the sunlight that broke through the shadow. But the fox looked tired. His paws were muddy, and he carried something wrapped in leaves. "Hello," called the tree gently. "Are you lost?" The fox nodded. "I have been walking for many days. I must take this to the mountain before the moon is full." The little cloud floated closer. "What is it?" The fox slowly opened the leaves, and inside was the tiniest, most beautiful seed they had ever seen, glowing softly like morning light. The fox held the glowing seed carefully. "This," he said, "is the heart of spring. Long ago, the great wind scattered the seasons, and spring almost disappeared. This seed can bring it back wherever it's planted." The little cloud's eyes grew round. "So you're taking it to the mountain?" "Yes," the fox replied. "At the very top, where the snow never melts. If I plant it there before the moon is full, flowers will bloom all year." The tree swayed in excitement. "That sounds wonderful." But the fox's ears drooped. "The storm that follows me will try to take it. The shadow you saw, it's not just weather. It's the winter wind. If it reaches me first, the seed will be lost." The little cloud puffed bravely. "Then we'll help you." The tree lifted his branches. "Yes, together we're stronger than the wind." Far away, the rumble grew louder. The first cold breath touched the hill. The grass shivered, and the blossoms in the tree trembled. Then the winter wind arrived. It was huge and silver-gray, twisting through the sky like a dragon made of clouds. Its voice was deep and icy. "I smell the heart of spring," it roared. The fox stepped back, hiding the seed under his tail. "You can't have it." The winter wind laughed, and a swirl of snowflakes danced around them, even though it was not winter. "Little fox," the wind hissed, "you are too slow. Hand it over, and I might spare you." The little cloud floated in front of the fox. "You'll have to get through me first," she said, though her voice shook a little. The tree spread his branches wide, trying to block the hilltop. "We won't let you pass." The wind paused, then rushed forward with a howl. The little cloud thought quickly. She drifted high above the winter wind, then began to spin in a circle. Faster and faster she whirled, pulling bits of mist into a tight ring. "What is she doing?" the tree called. "Trust me," the cloud shouted. The spinning mist formed a round wall. When the winter wind charged again, it slammed right into the circle and tumbled inside. The fox gasped. "You caught him." But the winter wind only laughed. "A clever trick, little one, but I am the master of storms." With one powerful twist, the wind burst free, sending the little cloud tumbling across the sky. The fox ran to catch her, but she was already drifting back, panting. That won't hold him for long, she said. The tree's blossoms fluttered down like tiny pink snow. Then we'll need a bigger plan. Far away, thunder cracked closer than before. The tree swayed, thinking hard. Then his eyes brightened. Fox, how far is the mountain from here? Beyond the river, the fox said. But the winter wind will catch me before I reach it. The tree nodded. Then I will help you cross the river faster. He shook his branches with all his strength. Hundreds of pink blossoms floated into the air. The little cloud caught them gently and began weaving them together with strands of mist. What are you making? The fox asked. A bridge, the cloud replied. Light enough for you to run across, but too soft for the winter wind to follow. The fox's eyes sparkled. That might work. The winter wind roared from behind the hill. You cannot escape me. The bridge shimmered in the sunlight, stretching toward the horizon. The fox took a deep breath and stepped onto it. The fox ran as fast as his tired paws could carry him. The bridge of blossoms swayed gently, but it held. The little cloud floated above, guiding him, while the tree's voice called encouragement from the hill. The winter wind chased close behind, but when it stepped onto the bridge, the blossoms burst apart into petals. The wind howled in frustration and tumbled into the river below, vanishing in a swirl of mist. At last, the fox reached the mountain's snowy top. He dug a small hole in the white frost and placed the glowing seed inside. The ground warmed beneath his paws. Snow melted in circles, revealing green grass and bright flowers that spread like a rainbow. Birds sang and warm sunlight poured over the land. The fox smiled. Spring will never be lost again. Far away on the hill, the tree and the little cloud felt the warmth reach them, and they knew their friend had succeeded. The fox stayed on the mountain until the sun began to set. Then, with the golden light of evening around him, he started back toward the hill. When he arrived, the little cloud was waiting in the sky, and the tree swayed happily. You did it, the cloud cheered. The fox nodded. I couldn't have done it without you both. They sat together as the stars began to appear, one on the hill, one in the sky, and one curled up in the grass. The tree whispered, even if we are far apart, the wind will carry our voices. And I'll visit every sunrise, promised the cloud. The fox closed his eyes, listening to the gentle rustle of leaves. Spring had returned, the world was safe, and his journey was over. But their friendship had only just begun. And from that day on, the little cloud, the lonely tree, and the fox were never lonely again.